visions will haunt you.
Everybody, welcome. Alright, the theme of today's stream is dodge. That's the word of the day. So, we're going to actually do some research today. And if stuff's looking bad, we're actually going to dodge. Okay, let me pop out the chat. Also, this is going to have to be a shorter stream because I still have a lot of papers I need to grade. And I'm still running on like very little sleep, like 3 hours of sleep. Almost passed out, like sitting in the library. I was just like, and then I had like a 1 hour lunch break or whatever, and I had 15 minutes left at the end of it, and I just went and like hid in the stacks, like found a chair back in a corner somewhere, and just like passed out. Like took off my dress shirt and used it as a pillow, like sleeping on a chair. I think I'm just gonna do Rakan in the dark. I just need some wins. So Rakan just feels like he's the best right now. I do like I do think Janna has some promise. Soraka, like, there are certain games where she feels really good, but then there are other times where it's just like I'm just walking around watching the game, like I can't make any plays. And sometimes Janna's kind of like that too. I could maybe take a look at Thresh a little bit more. We got a jokester here. We got ourselves a jokester. Got ourselves a little comedian over here. He's having himself a chuckle over here. That's right. That's right. Do it. Oh yeah, I'm sure there'll be more people playing Blitzcrank. I'm perfectly fine with that. I mean, yeah, he might get some pulls and totally take over the game, but I would much rather go against like Blitzcrank bot lane than Leona or Nautilus if I'm playing Rakan. Or Thresh, my god, I'm so tired of seeing Thresh bot lane. That's right. On to my boy, man. Hey, we played some of the ladies for a while. I do, like I said, I do think in certain circumstances, I do really like Janna. I mean, I don't particularly like Rakan into Malphite, but I mean, the biggest thing about Rakan that I just keep saying is it's like, okay, what if bot lane feeds or their auto-filled or they're just having a bad game? Who are you going to turn to? Who are you going to call? He's like, yeah, he's the Ghostbusters of the league. Huh. Nami is cool too. I think Nami can definitely win.
Safety is boring, Miku. Let's start a fight.
Minions have spawned.
Hey, what's up, Hans? Good to see you again, buddy. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, sometimes they're a little late on those skins. I'm not really sure. I think I said this earlier on the stream, but yeah, I'm just gonna play. We'll see. I'll play like 3 or 4 games. I gotta abridge a little bit. Wow, what? Jin went dagger refillable. Okay. This guy. Yeah, sure.
I love evil loves me.
Some TSP brew. Do what? Yeah, just chill. Yeah, chilled is good. But Blitz also went coin. Put some Bobo Betas in there. Would that be revolutionary? Hey, good luck, Mutant.
Self-control is the starting.
Hope you get it, man. I'm gonna go get that scuttle.
I feel like making those simple sugar, so I
Safe
tried
is for
half
nerds.
and half
No,
milk.
I do
I think that
danger.
might be way too much cream. See what you think.
An enemy has been slain.
It tastes a little different, but I don't know, like what the. It's fine.
But you like the, you have
The ones, yeah, the last one's really good. We need to push and try to get scuttle, I think.
I think my favorite is that simple sugar and milk.
So
What'd you do with the milk?
they should be upstairs. I don't usually move them very far. We need to push one more and get scuttle. I gotta be careful. I tried to walk up and auto him.
An ally has been slain.
Okay. Jack's got scuttle. Kill him and try to get this dragon. No, I had to recycle and I didn't have anything to carry him around with today. I can just buy
I only believe in
another
myself.
Starbucks tomorrow or something. I don't know. Let's see.
What's up, nerd?
He's not gonna get him, is he? Can he flash on him? If Blitz hooks. No.
Thanks, Riku.
Can't believe we're getting clowned by Dagger Rush Jin. Freaking embarrassing. It'd be cute if she would actually drop the chompers just once. Just once, whenever I W in. I've only W'd in like 6 times.
This planet's going down.
Oh. Okay. I guess I should just chill and go. I mean, if she's not, the bottom line is if she's not doing it, she's not doing it. So I need to just, oh, can we get water?
Darkness is the new highs.
Malphite's super weak, 3-6. We knew bot lane had backed and that we had priority.
An ally has been slain.
Life sucks without Zaya, but it is less complicated.
Yeah, I still just don't think Aatrox is that good. I mean, I watched part of LS's patch notes, and I kind of fell asleep while that was going on. Yeah, I mean, Jen got paid off, but yeah, staying after he got that double kill was way too greedy, yeah. I'm surprised he didn't ult there. Okay, nice. They got a kill. We have pretty good scaling potential, though. Like, Jax is a great side laner, and Anivia can pretty much just
I do what I want.
hold middle forever. Cool, man. Yeah, I hope that works out for you. Hey, thanks, Tony. I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, it's always really cool when you get your first place, you know? So I hope that works out for you. What the fuck? Okay, I guess I should have ignited. Guess what? They crit me and he static killed me at the same time. Okay. Well,
Kill evil.
guess I underestimated that one. I guess the Stalker's Blade.
Chaos. I'm just helping it along.
That is like harder carry against tanks, I guess. I feel like Cinder Hulk is usually the scariest one. takes. Okay, she dodged. I need to try Ghost Poro out again at some point. I don't know.
Doing the right
He's
thing.
definitely gonna... Okay, never mind. I really, really wish you could go 2 hunters. I think there's too much like good stuff in the 4th tree of domination. Like, I really wish you could go relentless plus like ulti hunter. They just need to bring back ulti hat in the Nimbus cloak like tree or somewhere in sorcery. Okay, come on. Are they coming? Hey, what's up, Space? Yeah, I gotta get on those dragons immediately. We are a little bit behind on experience because we've done the dragons instead, but like those water dragons make such a huge difference in like every lane in the laning phase. They're so strong. Is he? Do you want to buy? I mean, I'm down to buy. She should be fine. By the time she gets back, she'll have it. And then that'll give me boots. I gotta come down here and hold this. I want to get deep wards in their jungle, but we gotta push in. Cloak, like, yeah, I didn't, I recorded my patch notes, but it ended up being like 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I'm just making this pact with myself. If something's longer than an hour, I'm just gonna force myself to reshoot it until I learn to like make it under an hour. So I might reshoot it tonight and aim for closer to like 15 to 30 minutes. Because I gotta get these under an hour. I just gotta be an auctioneer when I'm talking in these videos. I just need to make like updated guides for champions with the tier lists, like update them every 6 months or something, a lot of the popular champions that I talk about, and then just have people refer to the guides. Because I feel like I repeat a good chunk of the same stuff every video, which is nice for like newer viewers, but... Well, Blitz got a roam off on me there, and he knocked out one of my wards. third.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
This is fine, yeah. Zeke's a pretty big item.
Safety is boring, Riku. Let's start fighting.
I'll do that, or I might just do a separate video with meta shift. I could do a separate, like, 15-minute video with the meta shift. That's what I need to do, is do, like, smaller videos. Like, I think 15 to 30 is reasonable, but I just gotta, like, do the math on the tier list and just be like, look, legit, if I want to talk about 10 champs in a 30-minute video, that's 3 minutes a champion. That's it. That's all the time I have.
Evil loves me. Self-control is for star nerds. I choose fun. Now there is a shining star. Safe is for nerds.
I'm dead, aren't I? Damn, that Jin bind. Now, Frozen Heart, I mean, Frozen Heart used to be a staple of supports, but Zeke's is just better because it gives benefits to your AD carry, and it's pretty significant, even though it's been nerfed. It's also cheaper. Frozen Heart's like 2,600. Now, if they made a version of Frozen Heart that was like 2,300, I could definitely sign up for that. I need some more tankiness here, so, well, let's go with this, just because that'll help my allies out too. Yeah, it's 2,600 gold. I believe it might even be 27, but I think it's 26. And you're paying a lot. Like, it has a ton of flat mana. I think it's too much. I would like to see them just lower the armor by like 10, and then lower the mana by like 1 or 200, and make it like a 2,300 gold item. So, it's like, it's on the cusp of being viable. Like, if Zeke's didn't exist, it would probably be a standard, but it's just a little bit outdated, and you don't need 2 mana items. That's the thing. So you kind of got to pick Zeke's or kind of got to pick one of those mana items, because like 1 mana item's pretty good. Like, you do need some mana as Rune, but then there's already so many other mana options.
Sometimes we agents of darkness need a break.
Or if if the radius was a bit bigger. Frozen Heart's radius is like 500. It's just a bit too expensive, though.
The stars are just sad, lonely.
It's the only one that has 20% CDR, so I could definitely get on board with it as Rune. Rune loves CDR.
Anyone
But
have chocolate? I'm craving chocolate.
A lot of supports love CDR. Yeah, it's like just outside of range.
Used to be a square. Then I embraced the darkness. Woohoo!
You have slain an enemy.
I needed the health off of that. Alright, let's go. Let's go, boys. Jinx is probably like, what the hell? I thought it was going to give me more health than that. It only gave me like a couple hundred health. I thought it refilled like most of your health.
My name just called before the darkness.
I really would not recommend Spirit Massage on most champs. Most supports, like... I mean, a lot of tank items for supports are traps, and not in a good way.
Cool. Darkness is the new hotness.
Oh, hey, bud. How's it going? Hi, bud!
Dominating.
Yeah, really, it needs to be, like... Support items need to be, most of the time... You know, it's ideal if they're somewhere between, like, 2,100 and 2,300 gold. We gotta buy. Maybe. I don't know, we might be able to... If no one marks this tower right away. Do what? Yeah, Locket really needs CDR. Just take off like 15 magic resist and add in 10 CDR. That's, I think it's about even, money-wise. It would make it a much more well-rounded item.
Your team has shut down.
Rolling up. We about to roll up on them. You lost, boy. That chase was a bit too intense, I think. Is he gonna run me down for real? Dude, is this guy for real? Get the hell out of here, bro.
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Good guys. I'm just kidding.
I need the experience. I gotta get out. Yeah, he's gone, I think.
Ally has been slain. Has been slain.
Dang it. How close is... Nah, that one's not close at all. This inhibitor's real close. I maybe should have just died for one more auto. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, well, I think I shot call most of the time. Hey, Adriano. Yeah, good question about, yeah, Ardent's really good. I mean, the problem with, like, Rakan has a lot of first world problems. Like, he's so good with so many different items. That sometimes it's difficult to choose the right one. I picked Redemption because I think we have enough damage to kill people. What I'm mostly afraid of is, like, Malphite ulting and then everyone just, like, dies. So I'm just trying to keep Jinx up. I mean, the Redemption may not be enough if Malphite gets fed enough, but it gives me a lot more protection against, like, just kind of that all-in.
The universe tends towards chaos. I'm just helping it along.
Has been slain.
Travels fast.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, I didn't know you could E while you're literally midair with W before you do your animation. It doesn't come up a lot, but that's interesting. Huh. I'm wondering if you can do something super fancy and like W one way and then E another way. No, it doesn't let you do that. I don't know how I did that, because I didn't think that was possible. So I thought it disabled your other abilities while you were Wing. Let me try that again. No, it doesn't let you do it. It buffers it. You lost, boy? That's something you don't want to hear. On some backcountry road and your car's broke down. I don't know how I did that right there. Maybe I thought I was pressing W, but then before it started, then I E'd. I kind of want to see that. Let me pull this over here. Oops, let me go back a little bit here. No, I was in the motion, right? My W just went on cooldown. Maybe it's only the second part of your E? I mean, there's not a lot of places where that would become relevant. Because it does cancel. It looks like it cancels the knockup. Huh. I have a USB mic. Got a Blue Yeti. I don't have a like a stick or whatever it's called, a stand that like puts it in my face. It must be the second one allows you to do it. So like, yeah, it wouldn't really be relevant unless you're trying to like use an important cooldown to fake somebody out. Like use your first E to go in, and then you like W in like you're going to engage on somebody with your W, and then you E back out after they flash to dodge like a blitz hook or something like that. You know, it'd have to be something insane like that. But there's really like no sense in doing that most of the time. Yeah, I think it's probably the second E allows it for some reason. It's kind of like going in with a... Well, with Lee Sin, it actually does make sense to go in with the Q sometimes, and then E to like a ward before the Q connects and then kick them. Or to like dodge something. You know, like the ultra highlight Lee Sin play where like you start going in with your Q and then the Janna throws a tornado and you like, you know, ward off to the side and then ward hop while you're midair off to the side and then flash behind the Janna to kick her. You know, like the crazy, like, living the dream Lee Sin play there. Usually Lee Sins only do that to try to bait flashes. A lot of times, like, they'll hit the Q and then they're acting like they're going in on you and then they'll E back out after you flash or use an ability. Quick stream, because I still have a huge stack of papers I need to grade. And I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night. That's right. No, I'm talking to the stream.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
Yeah, dissertation. That's true. I've got a whiteboard that my daughter has decorated. Looks like she's been in here doing some more. Was she writing some more today, dear? Looks like she may have marked on the wall a little bit more there.
I went upstairs to change clothes. And she was on TV. I was like, alright, come upstairs with me or you can sit down here. I walked in here and I was like, oh, looks like we're coloring.
You think she got in here, got up on the chair successfully, uncapped the pins and started writing? I don't know if she can uncap the pins.
That's probably when your mom was watching her then.
I didn't notice that on the wall before then, but
But I mean, that's the only
I mean,
time.
really, I don't give a crap about the flag. We can just repaint this room.
It's all over the table too.
I mean, it's nice that she, you know,
Should come off before.
don't want to set like a precedent, but I really don't care too much about the walls.
But that's when your mom was here.
Maybe.
And
I mean, I was in here.
oh crap.
I was in here when my mom was doing that, and I don't remember
No,
seeing
I
them.
put these out of her reach. And she has trouble getting up in this chair. And she was watching TV when I came back down. So
Oops. Oh, Karma bot. We're gonna. Yeah, we'll keep the presence of mind. Like, I kind of want to try, like, Ulti Hunter plus Poro Ward. Or, you know what? I just think I'd be too squishy. Guardian's just so strong right now. But I would really like to be able to go something like Predator and then have Ulti Hunter plus Presence of Mind. You know, really what they should do? Presence of Mind doesn't make any sense in the freaking Domination tree. Like, it just doesn't fit the theme of anything else. Like, Domination tree is supposed to be for, like, damage and, like, sustained damage particularly, right? You've got Conquer, you've got the Lethality, you've got the stacking Alacrity, like, damage over time buff, you've got, like, the Coup de Grace, and then you've got, like, you know, Triumph, which is good for, like, getting kills and resets. I mean, I guess that Presence of Mind kind of fits in with kills and resets. It just feels like a really odd rune to have in that tree. So, I would like to see them maybe switch out Presence of Mind for something in the Domination tree. Maybe at the tier 2. Oh, what is the...
We just got here.
Hold on. What is the thing when you dash? Sudden Impact. Like, switch out Presence of Mind for Sudden Impact. Because Sudden Impact makes more sense, you know, like you're
To Summoner's Rift.
going forward trying to do some damage over a period of time.
Evil loves me.
And then that would be really sweet, because then as a secondary on Champions, you could go for, like, the Ultra, you know, Ultimate build. You could have Ulti Hunter plus Presence of Mind. And still go for another primary tree. So you could really spec into, like,
I do what
I like my ult a lot. I want to go make plays around my ult. I think that would be sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't care about many things. Yeah, especially in, like, my office, but, you know, you don't want to, also, you don't want to set a precedent also where she just thinks she can write on any walls, right? Because then she'll start coloring on daycare walls or... Yeah. Or the other walls that my, you know, wife is spending a lot of time painting.
Bad just feels so good.
So yeah, we'll just say keep it on the whiteboard and then give her some mild chastisement. Just flog her a couple times.
I am bad because I'm free, and I am free because I'm bad.
Oh, you're saying people picking Karma because, nah, I can't go Blitz, man. If I'm going to go for that type of champion, I'm probably just going to play Nautilus. Blitz is just too one-dimensional for me. Yeah, it's cool if you land your hook, but he just doesn't do anything else. I just don't like Blitz. Like, Leona's pretty good too in some circumstances, but I think either Thresh, I mean, pretty much any of the hook champs I'd rather have. Yeah, a lot of people actually don't read patch notes. It'd be interesting to see statistics. Dude, you would be shocked how little people, like, read stuff. especially important things. Like patch notes are kind of important, but like even like assignment sheets, like there's several students every semester where they come in, you know, do their conferences of the rough draft, and it's very clear they haven't even read the assignment sheet, even though I've read it in class, often multiple times. They just like, it doesn't seem like they understand the basic premise of what's like going on in the essay. And I get it, people are busy, like I know my class is not the only class people are taking, but yeah, I mean, I'm trying to give them some credit, but that's the most basic thing you can do for an assignment. It's just like, understand what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
Universe tends towards
First
chaos.
blood.
I'm just helping it
Yeah, it could be a waste of time. I mean, there was one girl today that I think, you know, we're going to be able to salvage her essay and let her keep a decent chunk of what she has, but she really didn't understand what was supposed to be going on. Oh, God.
Never fall.
Zaya's still good even after the nerfs. I mean, I think that Zaya and Kaisa will be the two, you know, most contested picks at Worlds as far as ADCs go. I mean, I don't think you have to be a prophet to predict that's going to be the that's going to be the case. Rakan will still be the most picked fan support. I mean, those two, Zaya and Rakan, not even together, but just like separately. Can we do this? Damn, I'm low on mana though, but we really need this against Karma. They call me the Dragon Bandit. I'm all over those dragons. Bot lane backs, we're getting dragon. 9 times out of 10.
good in tart.
Oh yeah, not today. Yeah, yesterday was an Elo apocalypse. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die with here. Do what? It's dark. I can't see. You think she's gonna like it when we remind her of all these little stories when she's older?
If you desire.
She's like, oh, God, I can't even remember it. What are you talking about? God, that was like 15 years ago. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Get grabbed. Oh, he done got. I mean, Karma's still good early. Like the 8, like still okay in lane. Like she's still gonna be able to out poke a lot of other champions in lane. It's just her scaling is way worse with the AP. So. This eye is pretty good. Oh man, please don't beat Chase. Oh god, he's up like 40 CS. Go on, water kick in. Let's go, yeah, let's go one more.
Enemy rampage.
Stare in the mirror. It's daily affirmation.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Life sucks without Zaya. But it's less complicated.
Is it? Oh, it's 1300 for BF. I forgot. I thought it was still 1200. I think they nerfed that years ago, though.
Perfection doesn't exist, except for my hair.
I mean,
And Zaya.
Slain.
Doing the right thing is boring. I'm waiting for you now.
please no, dude.
Ally has been slain.
Self-control is for I chose fun. Crap. Woo! Killing makes me feel.
Holy shit.
Look so hot.
Never fall.
Your turret has been destroyed.
No, I hold them.
Forget my name, just call for the Lord of Darkness. And leave the Emperor of Hotness.
Oh yeah, she dead.
An ally has been slain.
He dead too. No, he got out.
How did the
Well.
Star Guardian do anything? Their sparks
Bot
are
tower's
so
gone.
darn sparkly.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna get that tier 2 bottom. I mean, there's just no way we could have defended that.
Those good guys are just kidding themselves.
Oh god. Alright, good. Ribbon's kind of becoming relevant again. Unfortunately, I'm playing Rakan, so Rakan has a bit more he can do against Trend than a lot of supports. Actually, a lot of enchanters are pretty decent against him if he doesn't have Quicksilver Sash.
Used to be a square. Then I embraced the darkness. Woohoo!
I was hoping I could catch him out and ignite him. Didn't happen. Whoa. Oh, he trying to get cute. Mm-mm.
My bad side.
Oh, Lord. That Xayah root, though. If she was faster on that combo, she would have had it. But she's really slow on her combo. I think. It looked pretty slow.
Thanks, Riku. Real cold. I only believe in
Really? What? How do they have so many people that are still alive? What?
An ally has been
I'm so confused. How do we not kill? Well, Cassiopeia didn't come. Okay, well that's starting to explain some of it. Like it feels like we should have been like Xayah was 0 HP. She had to run. Really? I thought Elise was basically... Did they have water drakes? How are they all so healthy? I thought Zaya walked away with like 100 HP and then Elise was gone. Can we do it? Oh, never mind. I can't do Rift. Okay, it's only 18 minutes. Got it.
This is the new office.
Oh, there's one. I can't control that area though. I mean, this Zaya's pretty good. I think Jin's like, he's pretty good in this meta. I do think Zaya's better than him overall, but it's all good, love. These are tiring times we live in.
Woo! I am so far past redemption. I am in fun zone. Population Rakan.
Riven does have TP.
I do what I want. No starving six.
Whoa, we at least didn't die? What? Oh my god. I guess the karma shielded her at the last second or something. We've got some problems with like the damage we're putting out here, I think, because this is like the second or third time Elise has been snared, like chain stun, and we're not killing her. And she should be dying, so I'm not really entirely sure what's happening there. I went too deep trying to go for the Zaya. I did force Zaya to ult, but then everyone just like ran away. I guess Trendamere was zoning 4 people. So I couldn't jump back. That's where having Nimbus Cloak would have been really nice.
Being bad just feels so
It's like, bro, you're 2 and 6. You don't get to call a surrender vote. I think Cassio can deal with Tran. Hey, thanks, Ethan. Thanks for the sub. freaking way. Yeah, you're gonna die, bud. Really?
An enemy has been slain.
It's not a peel back game because like I have to stop Zaya from putting up a ton of damage too. And I'm our only engaged, so I mean, I'm gonna try to get back to Jhin, but it's also important that, you know, I have to be the one to start our plays, or we're just gonna sit there and look at them all game. And just wait on Elise to hit a cocoon, which... Yeah, I don't know why they buffed his spin, like...
I don't apologize. You might say.
It's like... They've just kind of nullified a lot of the weaknesses of some of these champs.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
Cass is just like literally always in the wrong place, and it's just really hard to make plays because it's a 4v5 like every time. It'd be nice if he just walked anywhere remotely close so that I could at least jump. I mean, the follow-uppers kill them. Like, Riven goes in, Cassiopeia throws a W on him. Like... If we live in this mythical world where Cassiopeia is actually at a team fight on time, she can throw a W on top of him after I knock him up, and then ult him. And then Riven just goes in and does her, like, AoE thing. Like, I think we have the stuff to win these fights. We're just not, like, ever positioned correctly. I did try to force that last engage because I thought Tryndamere was going to go a lot harder on the Riven, but he turned around, like, right when I ulted. But I mean, that's our best shot. Like, no one's going to be able to beat that Tryndamere in a split push. I'm the only one who can force fights, so we just gotta try to, like, if we can for once catch the Tryndamere in a side lane. But Cassiopeia is always in the side lane.
Let's start fight.
But if, like, Tryndamere's in a side lane without TP, she's dead. Probably. I mean, maybe if she gets her ult off. No, she's dead.
Safe is for nerds. I do.
Shut down.
Okay. They're all just gonna collapse and kill him. But yeah, like, we're not gonna be able to split, so we just have to win team fights.
Shut
God, she TP'd for that.
enemy double kill.
Well, she just needs to be with us as a team. Like, there are, yeah, I mean, yeah, she shouldn't be bottom. Any way you cut it, but, like, we just need to be a team and, like, just actually engage. I mean, they're just a lot better than we are, so we just have to have a premier engage on them, pretty much.
Never falter.
Triple kill. An ally has been slain.
I mean, they're basically better at us at every lane except for like jungle and I would say support, but I guess that's up to debate. But I think that their carries are just better than our carries, other than Kha'Zix. Like we've gotten Kha'Zix rolling here, but now they have 3 and he's trying to backdoor. And we got 3 inhibs down, so. Can we force a fight on this guy? Like, no, we can't, because he's got to spin every 2 seconds. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Kha'Zix going for those 3 kills is fine. Like, I think that's what we need to do, but it's just unfortunate that he's, like, the only carry that's up on their champ. Yeah, dude, you're not keeping wards in here. Yeah, we're just gonna have to give him Baron. No, just give that. Give it, dude. I guess he got it, but I mean, I guess. If there's 3 inhibs down with Baron, they could just walk in minions and kill us. I guess he has to try to suicide for it. Which question, dedicated? What do you think of OP? I mean, I don't know enough about it. I did see an interesting, video about that the other day, but that's just kind of the myth of Shakespeare, right? That they speak kind of this, what today we would consider proper sounding, kind of elite English. When really it sounds a lot more like an Irish pirate was how this video described it. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you be able to shot call with pings? You see me do it with Dragon every game. Like, you just ping on the way and you ping the objective. That's it. Like, you don't need, you don't really need words. Most of the time, I mean, there might be some complex stuff where words would help, but by and large, you just don't need words. Also, there are other people that are going to have everybody muted as well. And so if you're typing words to them, they may not see it. Shakespeare's real. There's a lot of evidence that he's real. Now, whether or not, you know, all the stuff about his biography, and especially where he got ideas. Yeah, but do you think that people are actually gonna listen to, or like read someone typing, and like they're more likely to listen to that than they are to pings? Yeah, that's how this video described it as well. I mean, I'll tell you right now, people are way more likely to listen to a ping than they are to read something with somebody trying to type it out. But yeah, I mean, you got to communicate what you mean with your pings. Like, if you just ping once, like, on my way, they may not understand that. But if you're pinging, like, you know, on my way 3 times, and you ping your ultimate like 3 times, and then you ping the target that you want to engage on, you know, they figure it out. Or like with Dragon, if you just ping on the way, assist, and then ping the Dragon like 3 times, they figure it out. I don't think so. I think most people understand what you mean with pings. a lot of the time, and either they're going to listen to you or not. And I don't think that's going to change whether you type it out or whether you ping it. Now, sometimes, you know, maybe some complex stuff like, hey, let's do a 1-3-1 split or something like that. You know, maybe
Draven out.
you know, maybe that you would need to explain. But a lot of times people aren't going to even understand what that means. Just ping like the character and then ping assist in the lane you want them in. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be lots of people that don't listen, but there will be a lot that will too, you know. Okay, let me like, you can't make everybody listen, but there will be more people that do follow pings. I mean, we almost got back in that game. It was just, we were just outclassed at 3 really important positions. We just needed like one more person. I feel like in a lot of games, you need like 1.5 people to really like win the game, in addition to yourself playing well. I guess I'm just gonna recon again. I don't know what they're gonna pick.
Let's dance.
I don't know. I mean, like, you can always find examples of people that don't listen, but I just think that, you know, a lot of people just do not listen to, don't read the chat in general. And, you know, I used to be an apologist for a long time, like, leave the chat on, but it's just not worth it. Like, even if you don't get tilted, it's just distracting, I think. Because, like, 90% of what people say are just, like, complaints, you know? And it's just annoying. It's just, like, cringy stuff, you know, like, oh my god, jungler, come top. I keep dying 1v1 3 times. Jungler difference, LOL. You know, that type of stuff. How's this looking? I need to send out a couple of emails here. Okay, I like it. In Platinum 3, getting a couple of gold ones. This guy playing Jhin? Hell no, not playing Jhin. Let me go with that 44% Ezreal. Forget the 60% Jhin. I'm tired of winning. Okay, they got something troll going on over there. One of them is either gonna dodge or something, so. Yeah, I mean, camping the person who's on the lost streak can be a good strategy. That's one thing I don't look at as much as I probably should is, okay, when did she, okay. Put this down. Okay, we'll wait 1 second here. Okay. Let's go back in here. Who? Okay, he never confirmed. I'm so nice with these students, man. It's like, oh, I forgot when I scheduled my conference. I had these other conflicts. Can I change my time around? Yeah, I guess, man. I guess I'll just stay there till 8 p.m. I'm just gonna fall asleep at the conference. And you can just like just sit there and talk at me for like 15 minutes and we'll just call it a day. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, who? This is so busy this semester with this, like, this 8 a.m. class is killing me. But it's getting my foot in the door at this other university just in case my primary university doesn't offer me classes in the spring. Maybe the secondary one will.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
Hashtag adjunct life. But yeah, 3 classes, 2 different universities. The logistics of it is very tricky. Okay, so I offered him a time. He didn't take me up on it. I'm gonna regret this because I'm not gonna have a lunch. But you have to. Well, I could at least go for like a gas station buffet. Maybe I'll just. Maybe I can swing by the student union. Oh, damn it, they picked Racon? I guess I can try like a Thresh game. What's wrong with crit Thresh? Nothing, it's OP. Tell them you're busy playing League. Tell them I'm busy trying to make the extra income that the university won't pay me by running a YouTube channel for 60 hours a week. I'll try it. This may not be pretty. Well, I'm not really a one. I mean, I've been playing other stuff other than Racon. But yeah, I mean, Racon's obviously gonna be my fave. I could do Janna, but I haven't really had a ton of luck with that that matchup lately. Janna into Racon is like, it's okay. Okay. When can I need to get some kind of lunch or I'm just not gonna make it. I've got to meet with my my apprentice. Yeah, I'm not amazing on Thresh. He's a good matchup into Racon in general, but well, I never tell him that I play. I mean, sometimes some of them figure it out, but
What is the word of the soul?
oh, do I accept? No. I mean, I know it's a joke, but yeah, I don't. Even if someone like does know that I play, I won't play with them while I control their grade. I'm always like very, very meticulous about avoiding anything that could be misconstrued as conflict of interest. I don't meet students at like restaurants or like I'm not gonna meet a student to talk with them in a subway or something. I'm not going to friend a student on Facebook. I'm not going to play games with students. You know, I'm not going to friend a student on, or whatever it's called, on LinkedIn. It's like no things that could imply that, you know, I'm buddy-buddy with a student until they are out of my class. If they're out of my class and they want to friend me on Facebook or LinkedIn, that's okay, as long as I don't control their grade anymore. There's not a strict policy about that, but I always try to, you know, as much as I can, make sure there's absolutely no way anyone could interpret any of my actions as a conflict of interest. I had a student ask me one time if I ever met students at, like, if I would ever be willing to, like, meet a student at a bar or something just to chat. And this is a freshman class. I'm like, well, first of all, I think she might have even said, like, would you be able to meet me there to chat or something? And I said, well, first of all, you're not 21. And second of all, even if you were, I can't do it because it could look like a conflict of interest. And she, you know, she got kind of a little, not like super embarrassed, but sort of embarrassed. I didn't think she had really thought through the implications of that, me meeting her at a bar. Like, then she explained that, you know, she had said that her dad, you know, when he was in grad school, you know, used to meet up with some of the students, and they had some really cool conversations and stuff. So I don't think she meant it as any sort of proposition. It was just, like, she just thought it'd be cool just to talk. Because we did have good conversations in class and in conferences and things like that about things she was interested in, so I got where she was coming from. I knew what she was saying, but it's like, you gotta understand how that could also look from the outside, so. And this was back in, like, 2011, so this is before, you know. Before a lot of what's going on today. But yeah, so if a student knew that I played and they're like, hey man, you want to grab a couple of games or something, I'd have to say I can't do that until December. Is Ulysses the greatest novel that... Hold on a second. Who is GB? You mean Great Britain? It was an Irish novel. I believe. I mean, he was Irish. But then, you know, it's about Dublin. This matchup's so hard if you haven't practiced it a lot. Like, I'm probably just not good enough on Thresh to win this matchup. Because Rakan's just so fast. But if like, you have all your timings, and he can do very well. Great Britain. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, some people would argue that. I don't think so. Especially of all time. I'm not even sure if it's greatest 20th century. It's important. It just depends on, like, what sort of qualities you're valuing. I mean, something like Virginia Woolf's To the Lighthouse is also pretty good. Okay, got him that time. I personally did not enjoy reading it that much, but it was kind of some next level stuff. Like, you gotta know a lot of stuff to make that work. I had to go for greatest British novel of all time, I'm gonna have to go with my girl, George Eliot. Middlemarch. I like Daniel Deronda a lot. A lot of people may not consider Daniel Deronda quite the best, but I would go with George Eliot. Middlemarch is usually in conversations about one of the best.
An ally has been slain.
Do we have late game? I'm not entirely sure we do. Well, yes, Aftershock. Huh. I just noticed that. I was trying to guess which way he was going to go there. Oof.
An enemy has been slain.
How is Hunger Games worse than Twilight? Vampires. I can say it in one word. I don't know. I never really read either one of those. Holy shit, real? She had her ult, right? And flash. What? This boot build is really annoying. I hate the boots now. It just takes so long to get them. It's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, Mundo can be good later. I know. Sorry, Mike. I'll fix that later. I've been talking with the chat and trying to send some
An enemy
emails.
has been slain.
Have you? Damn, you're reading up a storm, man.
The sweet tones.
They won't be needing that anymore.
What is the word?
Alright.
Killing spree.
Okay, Ori's coming online. Ori buffs OP.
Shut down.
That's unfortunate.
Me mad? Quite likely.
I mean, I'm gonna throw Qs in the laning phase. Like, why?
Shut down.
You know, I know you don't want to waste your threat, but
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Shut down. Turret plating will fall soon.
okay, Cat's still middle. Cat could be coming down, but I really want this tower. Okay, she's still middle.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
That last wave might have been a little much. It is going to stop them from getting our tower, though, probably. Whereas if we backed without pushing that last wave, they might have been able to pressure our tower. We haven't been able to get Dragon because we haven't really had priority very much. I guess we could have gotten Dragon instead of Plates, but I think every time we've killed them bot, Mundo hasn't been close. I don't remember precisely if that's true. Usually I'm all about that drag life. All about that drag life. Dude, what? Damn, those freaking minions are in the way. I couldn't hook. She's like trying to fight through the minions. Like, I'm not gonna be able to. Dude. I mean, he's nowhere else on the map. He just got Dragon. Seems very suspicious to me. I gotta back. Yeah, I know Mundo died there. I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying that, like, necessarily. I'm just saying that we haven't. I mean, we've been getting beaten up in lane too, so we just haven't had priority to get the Dragon.
An enemy has
It's
been
like,
slain.
I don't know what you'd say, some mild discomfort. It's kind of like you gotta pee while you're taking a 2-hour exam and you need to go like right at the start, but you gotta just hold it. That's how I feel when there's dragons on the map that we're not taking. It's like, can we just go, please? I should have gotten sweeper. That thing is scary. That cat. Oh.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, I needed to switch over to sweeper. I just forgot. Why are we all glowing? Did he ult? I do like collecting stuff. The idea for a vid, I'm trying to remember. Oh, just the 10 things you should know before you play Recon, like tips and tricks type of stuff. Yeah, that could be cool.
An ally has been slain.
Baron's about up. Really inopportune time. Think they're gonna do it without Teemo? I can't try to go get that. Oh my god. It's a battle crash. Is this person dead? Who is this, Ori?
Shut down.
Hello? Not very. Yeah, I think they're gonna back and try to deal with it without me. Oh yeah, I still need to get sweeper. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Whatever I do, I just need to get them down to 15 to 30 minutes. I just need to talk like an auctioneer. Hey everybody, welcome back. Here we're gonna do the patch notes. Alright, first up we got Aatrox. He's got this and this and this. Alright, we got a Collie. Now that looks pretty good. I think it's gonna be pretty good. You know. Start going as fast as we can. I could just one up like the all capsers. I could just say patch notes in 1 minute. That could be my plan. Like the fastest patch notes ever. You know, the vast majority of patch notes actually just basically read what the patch notes say. It's like no analysis. It's just like for people that are too lazy to actually just even read the patch notes. It's like, hey, I'm gonna just read this to you, and I'm gonna get 100,000 views. Can I get an Aatrox? Go once, go twice. Okay. I keep forgetting the sweeper. Whatever. Having too much fun. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that sweeper. Actually, you know what? I need to at least get 600 so I can get Knight's Vow. She's dead. We just need to group up.
Enemy rampage.
Patch note sweeper removed from the game. That's right. Okay, that is Lucian's W. Like, stop split pushing. They have Rakan, they have Rengar, they're better at it. Holy shit, why is everybody here?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Torment comes in so many flavors.
Well, the Rengar is so fed right now. I'm not even sure. Like, we saw the Rengar going through the tri-bush. Like, why would Ori walk there?
Shut down.
No fucking way. Mundo, can you, like, commit? Bro, they're running. Like, Rakan should have 100% died right there. 2 bot. And we just didn't have the damage, and they still had enough pressure around Baron to where we couldn't do it, I don't think. I didn't feel comfortable doing Baron right there. Someone else, like, people just weren't in a spot to do it either, I don't think. And Teemo had it, like, mushroomed up. Oh, he already blew his ult? What? Wait, what just stunned me? Something just... Oh, it was the Rengar net. Okay. I can't tell with these new damn skins, like, what the particles are. Okay. Yeah, we see Lucian over there off that ward that I placed, so that's handy. Jump in, you better get it. Okay.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Can somebody mark? Wait, why? Why is somebody marking Teemo? Okay. Zaya's got him, hopefully. I need to just stick with Nautilus or Leona, man. I'm just not good enough for Thresh. I think I could be. I would just have to practice him a lot, though. I don't know, man. I ain't got time for all that. He's fun. I like playing Thresh, but... Teemo's proxying, but I think they still have enough minions to get it.
Your
Teemo's gonna come rolling up, potentially. Okay.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Okay, nice. Rush of Thanes or Arden on Janet. It depends on who the ADC is and how well they're doing. The ADC's doing really well, and they benefit heavily from Ardent. I might go Ardent first. It also depends on, like, who the enemy support is and what they're doing. So if they have a heavy AP support like a Zyra or a Brand, I'm probably going to go with Thanes because it has magic resist on it. But just like if we're just murdering the lane and we have someone like a Jinx or a Twitch or something like that, I'll probably go Ardent Sensor. If you're not sure, just go with Thanes. It's going to be more universally useful, especially if your 80 carries behind. Oh my god. We should just do this, shouldn't we? Can we? Okay. Baron's... Oh, I'm dead, so I don't have Baron. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm just getting carried this game. Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to lose like 3 divisions again over like 2 months trying to figure out Thresh. He's very contested too. Like he's picked a lot, so I wouldn't even get him a lot of the time. Azerbot's pretty bad. I mean, I get if you're really good on Azir, like it could work. I'd rather see Cassiopeia. So I think Cassio, like, at least, I don't know. I just feel like she has more tools than Azir, but maybe not. I don't know. That'd be who I would pick. But okay, thanks, Space Bazooka. Okay, did I tell that student a time? I need to honestly, I probably just need to, like, I tell them that the conferences, like, that they have to go. I don't know. Like, kind of the lazy part of me is if kids don't want to show up to the conference, just give them an absence, and they'll just get slammed on the essays, probably, because they're not going to know what's going on. Because I tell them, like, they can't turn in their rough draft. But then I always let them turn it in if they miss the conference. Like, I'm pretty lenient on it. I probably need to come in acting tough, because, you know, part of me just says, I want to go home earlier. It'd be so nice if, like, a few of these super slacker kids just don't show up so that I can go home like an hour early, but, you know, I need to get them in there. They need the help. So, I just pressure them to try to go in. I mean, there are other AP options as AD carry. Like, you could also go Corki, you could go AP Kaisa, but I think, like, in theory, Azir and Cassiopeia aren't necessarily terrible. It's just both of them, like, require some practice and are pretty hard to play. I wish Cassio worked as support, man. I would love it. I like playing Cassio, but it's just not how she rolls. Orianna'd be a really fun support, too, if they changed her around, but... Well, the thing is, like, Azir needs levels, like, really badly. He needs a lot of gold, so he needs 2 items, which you're gonna get the gold if you're farming okay, but he needs levels, and you're splitting experience bottom. I mean, Cassio needs levels too, but Azir, like, really needs levels. I'm pretty sure, like, you need multiple points and multiple abilities, and you need, like, I think your soldiers do more damage per level that you are. I wouldn't go AP Kog'Maw. I mean, if you go just normal on-hit Kog'Maw, he already does a lot of magic damage off of his passive. We did have an AP Kog'Maw, I think it was yesterday, who actually did alright. No, it's still bad, just like, full AD is pretty bad, just because people will at least get Ninja Tabby. I mean, I guess it depends on your elo bracket, but a lot of people will at least get Ninja Tabby. And oftentimes they'll get a chain vest, because almost every role can do something with a chain vest. You know, whether it's GA or, you know, just formal item. So even if they don't have, like, a big tank, just the Ninja Tabby alone is just so effective. Yeah, Ori just doesn't have... I mean, she did get more base damage on her ult, so that is tempting, but... she just doesn't have enough power without golden levels, I don't think. From what I'm remembering, like her W is very expensive for poke. Because you have to use the Q to move the ball, and then you have to have the W to, like, activate it. So the Q is not that much, but the damage is kind of low to use that as poke. It's only got a 0.5. The W is nice, but it's so expensive. I mean, 110 mana is so much. Like, they need to lower this mana cost. I mean, I guess they don't want to give her, like, free poke, but... Like, paying 110 mana to only do 240 damage... on an ability that's, like, not guaranteed to hit. It's a pretty small radius, and you have to move your ball over there first. That's just not good. Her command protect is, like... It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. They did, I think they lowered, did they lower her shield? Maybe they didn't lower the shield. I mean, this is pretty cool. It'd be nice if, like, they lowered the cooldown some more, but 9 seconds is pretty good. Only lasts for 2.5 seconds, though. She's alright. I mean, I think the big thing is her W is just too much for, like, reliable poke for support. What's up, PC Gamer? I don't know. I mean, the common wisdom is that full AD is really bad, and I tend to agree with that. Like, yeah, you can outplay it if your team is just way better than the enemy team, but I think you're definitely at a major disadvantage. But, you know, I've seen it win before. It's not like it can't win, it's just... It's a lot harder. I mean, you're right that if people aren't playing formal tanks as much, like, it's not as much of a penalty, but it's still kind of rough. And most of the supports are tanks right now. Most of the popular ones. And then you're starting to see, like, some more Mundo and stuff coming into the jungle. I don't know. I mean, we might have close to full AD here. That's why, like, typically I'm not a huge fan of AD mid laners, because it really makes your comp vulnerable, because most junglers are AD and most top laners are AD, so you really need an AP threat mid. Veigar is obnoxious. I just don't want to run anything but Rakan into Kha'Zix, though. I mean, Lulu's good, but really one thing that I kind of realized after doing the last tier list is that one reason she doesn't scale as well as her ult is single target. Whereas most of the other major enchanters have multi-target ults, healing at least. So, like, Janna and Soraka can all hit multi-targets. Yeah, the AP support items are just really good. Like, the enchanter items are by far, like, the best class of items. Oh, if we're talking are AP items better in mid lane, all else being equal, I actually think that it depends. For assassins, I think AD items are better for assassins, because they're cheaper and they just feel like they just have better stats. Like, Ghostblade and Dustblade are really, really good, and they come online quick. They have very nice components with the Dirk. There are multiple lethality items. Yeah, we definitely want to go with the tenacity here. But, like, as far as, like, mages go, I mean, the point-click poly, like, that is really good, but then you don't have any steroid for your AD carry. Like, my big deal with Lulu is, like, you have to choose. Do you buff your AD carry, or do you, like, have your crowd control?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I said, God damn, I'm sexy.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
I swear, you will be the death of me.
I'm fine with that.
Me too.
Alright.
What would you do if I died?
I would burn this world to the ground and build a castle from the ashes, where I would live forever.
Oh, that's sweet.
We could try to go on him. This Luxia's looking kind of scared. Oh my god, the CC though. Jesus, well, I thought we were,
Okay.
I thought she was scared.
It
She is not scared, it turns out.
What was it?
Good answer.
I don't think that heal got me either. I think I flashed like right before she healed. But they both flashed too, so.
I dance because I'm free.
Really? How'd they not kill anybody? I guess they all flashed. Damn, I need to quit getting binded.
If you aren't a little frightened, you ain't alive.
Yeah, I can't really explain the silent support if people are still doing that. Like, it was kind of viable, like, last season. I know that Mr. Magpie really loved that.
Zaya, you sexy.
No, there are worse supports than silent support, for sure. I just don't see the point. I mean, I guess, like, you do have, like, okay wave clear and harass with your E. It was really the nerf to, like, his minion push thing. That kind of pushed him out of the support role. Because he did have, like, pretty decent poke and, like, wave clear with his Q and his E. Like, you could just perma push in. Like, he had really cheap mana costs. So, I could see that aspect of him if you just, you know, want that. But, I don't remember how much they nerfed it, but I feel like it was pretty significant. I don't know. It's not like it's impossible to be successful on him, but... yeah, they really want to back to get that tier. So we're up CS, and we're going to keep going up CS until they come back. Because he doesn't have TP. They might come down and gank us, though. Kha'Zix can do an early dragon, so we got to keep an eye out for that. Oh, is he backing right now? Zaya has such good wave clear, too. Bobo beatas. That's what my daughter calls bananas. She called them BBs, now she calls them Bobo beatas. She, like, pushed a chair up and grabbed him off the counter the other day and, like, ran away with him. She's like, no, I hold them. My wife was trying to get them from her. It was pretty funny. If they see us back, they might go for dragon. I'm gonna have to get... I really want to upgrade my coin, but... I need to get down there, just in case.
Yeah, gross.
Gross.
What's that?
An enemy has been slain.
I don't know. Yi is surprisingly, like, kind of effective, especially in the early to mid game. Like, he does a lot of damage. It is very difficult to kill him, and he's pretty resistant to range off of his ult. So, like, you just can't do damage to him range-wise. So, I don't mind Zen that much. I mean, I think Kha'Zix is better overall, but Zen is, you know, he is what he is. Does a hell of a lot of damage. He's good at dueling people early. And he can get in there and has a surprising amount of, like, resilience in fights, kind of in the early to mid game. Like, he's gonna win most 2v2s. Kha'Zix keeps going, or Zen keeps going topside though. I was hoping maybe we could delete him. Kha'Zix is just really OP. Like, I don't know why they kept buffing his damage, man. Like, he is historically one of the most toxic champions. I gotta stay. Wait, she's dead, right? Alright, she's gonna get him. Okay. Damn it. Did I get binded or something? No, I didn't get binded. I was just too slow. I thought I could walk out. I should have flashed out. Kha'Zix did like 300 damage to me in traffic, non-isolation. No problem.
It don't take a lot of words to tell the truth.
Yeah, I just banned Morg, but yeah, I mean, Kha'Zix is really good. Like, if you play Rakan a lot, like, Rakan can deal with Kha'Zix later in the game, especially, because you can get armor and you have shields and peel. Rakan's one of the best champs in the game against him, but... What the fuck is that hitbox? Are you kidding me? She threw it right here and it hit me right here. What? Right? Am I just blind? It looked like that wasn't anywhere close to me on that hitbox.
They ain't ready for what I'm bringing.
Because I was like stunned right here. And she started her ult here, and then I ran over here. Is it like half the screen is her ult? I don't know. I'm calling replay on that.
Ha! I'm G to the D.
Calling in the refs on that one.
Boy. Woo!
Has been slain.
I live in the moment.
Rampage.
I don't know. I was suspicious. I could have positioned better. I could have just not gotten stunned. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I could have done there. So, I mean, it's my fault. It just looked like... It just didn't look like it made sense.
The sky,
It's lovely.
not as beautiful as you.
See if I can call in the jungler.
Somebody's mysterious mystery.
Can we... She's got her ult still. I don't know. Kha'Zix is down here too. Ezreal took 2 tower shots. If she... Okay. Maybe? Okay. Okay.
I'll just put that there.
What? The fuck? I started the animation. Riot. Please. I don't need any help losing games. I can do that plenty on my own.
Turret plating will soon fall.
I appreciate you gifting me with free Smurfs every now and then. So I don't have to level them up, but... Sometimes too much of a gift can be a bad thing.
We gotta go.
I'm here. I'm gone. I am so gone. I will make them dance. I will make them hear. They ain't here.
Well, that's just it.
Peekaboo. Something here.
You got Demolish. Can help keep her safe from Kha'Zix too if he rotates over here.
Yo, no help.
Nah, actually, no. Oops.
Can't do this alone.
Why do they break so easy?
Help!
This Aya is doing pretty well. I try to say nice things about 80 carries whenever I can, even though it's the kiss of death for me half the time. Miami Dolphins have a negative 117 differential. Wow. I haven't really kept up with football in a while. I'll watch like the playoffs, but I just don't have cable. I mean, I guess I could get ESPN as a separate thing. I just don't have time for it, unfortunately. So many other things that I'm trying to do.
Not saying.
Dominating.
Vagar can literally just press R on me and I'm dead. I'm out. Antonio Brown. Is that the dude that like bounced around to all these different teams and was supposed to be really good but just can't keep it together? Like with his off the court stuff? I mean, I guess that could be any number of players. Whatever happened to, who was that guy? There was
Accent.
Manziel or something like that. Wasn't there some guy that was supposed to be good? Was it like Johnny Manziel or something? I don't remember his name. It was like 5 years ago or something. He was supposed to be good, but he just couldn't keep it together. It's always kind of so sad to me when someone has so much talent that they just waste it like stupid crap. Trust the process. Is that what the Patriots were saying? I don't know. Peyton Manning? No, Peyton Manning was actually really good. I think, right? I mean, isn't Peyton talked about as one of the better quarterbacks of all time? I mean, I think pretty much, like, you're trolling if you don't say it's Tom Brady at this point. But I think Peyton was certainly, like, people were like, this guy's pretty good, like, one of the best, certainly, of his generation.
I can improvise.
And people just can't get it together, though. Just, like, it's just so few people have, like, that much talent and, like, that much, like, capability to just, you know, be, like, insanely wealthy and all this stuff, and then just to throw it away. It's like, dude, just... God, that champ. Got him. Yeah, they released him, yeah. I don't know, man. Some people are just like so entitled. I don't want to go on a rant about that again. It's like, dude, you can't like just forget all the sexual allegations and stuff like that. Like, that's really bad. But, you know, just talking about like, just you can't talk to your teammates like that. Nobody has to hire you. Like, they don't owe you anything. If you're just constantly trash talking your teammates and your management and stuff, like, they can just release you. I don't know. People are just like, I'm so good, I can talk to people however I want. It's like, I mean, if you're really good, like, management will put up with that a little bit probably, but, like, you gotta dial it back some.
Of where I'm from.
I mean, I don't know. It's just mind-boggling sometimes how people, like, don't think they're gonna get fired. You know, for something like that.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
I mean, I remember Albert Haynesworth was a huge dud from... he played with the... I don't know if he played on the Vols or not, but he played with the Tennessee Titans. This was back in probably the 2000s. You know, that was back when the Titans had, like, one of the best offensive lines, I think. I don't remember which. Some kind of lineman. And he got a contract for, like, $100 million. He kept it together. I guess that's a different sort of issue. He was just, like, profoundly lazy. And it was just a really bad deal for his team, but... he got his pay. He just kept his mouth shut and went through the motions. Got his money. Remember, he came into the Bonefish where I worked. He was from here. I don't remember what his tip was, but I feel like he wasn't like that great of a tipper. It's like, dude, you have $100 million. You can't drop somebody like $100 tip if they give you good service. Like, come on, man. I mean, I don't want to sound too... I didn't wait on him. I don't want to sound too entitled either, but it's like... it was something like a 10% tip versus 15% tip. I don't remember. I mean, it's like, dude, I drop 30% tips like candy, and I'm poor as hell whenever I go out to a restaurant. Someone gives me good service.
What's after this?
Another road?
I don't know. I feel like people like Tom Brady don't really talk a lot of trash or make like unreasonable demands on their team. I don't know. I think there are a lot of just really good players that just keep their mouth shut and just play the game. I don't know. I'm not even saying you have to be a positive influence. Just be like a neutral influence. It's like, be a professional. I don't know. Like, people are paying you millions of dollars. I don't think it's unreasonable for them to say, like, hey, like, show a little respect.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I don't know. As I've gotten older, I've kind of learned the value of respect a little bit more. And just like, even if you don't like somebody, you can still be cordial. Like, you can still be a professional. You don't have to always say what you think of people. Like, it's okay to say nothing. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've worked in the service industry.
How can you...
Maybe not $100 tip, just something. There was a guy who was like a doctor or something that came in almost every week with his 2 daughters. His bill was like $40, and he almost always left something like a $100 tip. And this guy's, you know, probably making $200,000, $300,000 a year. If you did it correctly, you know, if you brought his food out, he had some special requests for like allergies for his daughter. If you handled that correctly, they'd hook you up. There's another guy that came in every week and left a $100 tip on like $200. He'd just come in with his wife or girlfriend or whatever, get a bottle of champagne, and just sit and drink it in the bar for a couple hours, like pretty much every week. And the first time he came in, no one waited on him hardly. Like, he was just sitting there waiting for like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. And and like everyone was trying to get out of there because he comes in late at night. He doesn't make people stay late, but it's like near the end of the shift, and everyone was trying to clean up and like get out of there, and they're like, I just passed the table off to somebody else. Well, there was this one woman who was there that was just like, yeah, I'll take him. She needed some extra money. Well, it turns out he comes in, he wanted to start coming in every week and leaving $100 tips. So because she wasn't lazy, and she actually was really nice to this guy, it looked like he wasn't going to spend a ton of money. He's just hanging out in the bar. She was really nice to him and probably ended up making thousands of dollars off of him over the years. I think esports is becoming a little bit more professionalized too. Like, more and more organizations, if you're just someone that talks trash to your team and it's just a toxic presence, like there have been some players kind of known for that. You know, if that's you, a lot of teams just aren't hiring you back. I mean, I know Dardock had a reputation for that. I don't know if he's reformed or not. But some players get a reputation for that. And just nobody wants that. Like, you know, when you're having to practice, like your job is to spend 12 hours a day with these people, like team morale matters a lot. If you have a hater on your team, just someone who's constantly being negative, like... I knew that little clown was going to go for me. I should have flashed. I forgot his Q has 1300 range. LaVon Bell, 35 million. AWOL with the Steelers. Yeah, I mean, the guaranteed contracts are so risky, like... I don't know. I mean, I know people want protection from injuries and stuff. That's like... And teams probably try really hard not to guarantee contracts. But the players union probably, like, obviously wants to try really hard to guarantee the contracts. I mean, yeah, I feel like he's entitled. Dude, I mean, how old is what's his name? Like, Antonio. Isn't he pretty new? Dude's probably in his young 20s. Like, you don't even start seeing the effects of CTE, I don't believe, until, like, way later. And the thing is, everybody deals with that in the NFL. Most people do. One way or another. Everybody's getting hit hard. You know, it's not an excuse. Hundreds of people, like... I think there's pretty much never an excuse to be, like, consistently rude. Especially to teammates. I say to anybody. I mean, everyone has a bad day. But if you're doing that constantly, like... I mean, there's just no excuse for that. Especially if it's towards teammates. Like I say, it's really hard to, you know, train with these people, work out with these people, all this stuff every day. And, like, you really, like, it's built on trust, you know, teamwork and stuff like that. Especially playing at such a high level. If you just don't like somebody or don't trust them, like, it's going to make you hesitate. You know, part of you is going to want to see, like, no matter how subconscious, if the guy's a total douchebag to you all the time, part of you is just going to want to see him get hit. No matter how professional you are, deep down in your soul, you're going to want to see that guy get whacked every now and then. Because you hate him, you know, if he's just constantly mean to you all the time. So, like, you know, that could be in, like, one of the linemen's head. He's like, hey, we're up this game. We're probably going to win. This dude's running the ball. I could block for him right now, but maybe I missed my block, and this guy just gets plowed. Like, I'm not saying that happens all the time, but I'm just saying that, like, if you're a total dirtbag, that thought is at least going to cross people's minds occasionally, that they're just going to want to see you fail. And you don't want that. I mean, it's like League of Legends, where, like, someone's trying to win a game and they just keep trash-talking their teammates, and you see it happen, kind of that mentality of, well, now I don't even want to win because this guy's a jerk. He said something mean to me. Is he? Has he just been obscure for that long? Maybe. I mean, I don't know the details. I mean, obviously I don't. I don't know a lot about football, but I'm just saying in general, like, I'm not saying everyone has to be happy-go-lucky and cheerful. I think that's an unrealistic expectation. You know, I'm not always that way. I try to be at least cordial, though, especially to viewers. But I just think that it shouldn't be that hard just to, like, be neutral and just keep your mouth shut. Even if you don't like certain people that you have to work with that are your colleagues or whatever, like, you just don't have to always say what you're feeling or what you're thinking. It is possible to not say stuff. So, you know, I don't have a lot of sympathy for people like Antonio Brown, from what I understand. Once again, I only know, like, the mainstream media's perception of him. Maybe he's a really nice, sweet, misunderstood guy in private. I don't know. But my uncle does upscale service waiting at ski resorts in places like this. $89 for cheapest glass of wine. Yeah, that's crazy. There's actually there's a place really close to here in, like, a rural nearby town that you wouldn't really think of this place as fancy. Like, this place for a very long time has just been a bunch of, like, kind of farms, and there's some really good hiking around there and stuff like that. But I just had never really thought that place is that fancy. But there's this, like, crazy resort that I didn't even know about that, like, a couple of my friends work at. And it's just nuts. It's got, like, people pay, it's like $5,000 a night or something in some of these places, and they have all these, like, activities, and it's just super fancy. I don't know how much everything costs, but people say, like, celebrities fly in there on their private, you know, jets or helicopters or whatever. And it's just, like, a really nice, like, mountain resort that's just tucked away kind of in the middle of nowhere. And that's probably why they like it. It's because it's so far away from the paparazzi and everything else. They can just go there and have a lot of privacy for the most part and just kind of chill. Yeah, I didn't realize that. And then there's another place that's, like, a different sort of nearby town that's not, like, as fancy, but it's something that I always historically thought of as kind of kitschy, you know, just, like, very folksy. It's fun, but I'm like, okay, it's just kind of like good old, like, you know, southern kind of redneck fare that's fun. I thought it was fun and interesting, but I never thought of it as very classy. But then, like, you know, some of my students from Ohio were talking about coming down and vacationing at this spot, like these, like, rich students, and it was really nice because their parents had good lake houses in the area, and they would go boating and do all this stuff, so they just loved that area, and they thought it was fancy. And so I was like, really? You think that area is fancy? So it's cool. I mean, I guess you can just take it for granted, you know, just how awesome of a place, or like how other people might perceive a place where you grew up, if it's really cool. I definitely appreciate my town a lot more after I moved out for 6 years. I guess we just do Recon again. I would like to play something like Janna into Rammus, but they picked Janna, so. But there are a lot of really nice things around here that I should take advantage of more often. But awesome, thanks, CRO. Yeah, I'm taking a little break from playing them today. That doesn't look super promising, but whatever. The Cho'Gath's pretty good, I guess. I don't know. I think I get into promos even if I lose this one, because what we're at, like, maybe not. We're at 95 or 98. If we're at 98, I think we can lose one. Yeah, I think that's probably a good analogy. Like, beaches are probably that way, you know. They don't think of the beach as something fancy, but then out-of-towners come in. So, yeah, I guess that's probably more common than I'm anticipating. It's like, in my situation over here, it's the mountains, but for a lot of people, it's probably the beach. Oh, I need to change this tab, too. What are we tonight? Are we, like, 3-1 or something? I'm staying up a bit later than I probably should. This might have to be the last one. And then I'll see if I can have a longer stream tomorrow to make up for it, but where are we? At 95 or something? $96. It's possible we could lose and get back in, but okay, so they have some experience on their champs, but the Riven's kind of scary. Yeah, like Daytona Beach or something like that. Or we go to,
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I mean, we don't really think Myrtle, when we go on vacation, we're not thinking Myrtle's fancy.
Summoner's Rift.
Play Myrtle bingo on the beach. Like, can you find 50 cigarette butts, a syringe,
30 seconds until minions spawn.
condom?
I will make them dance.
You'll hit bingo in probably, you'll hit bingo in about 5 minutes walking down Myrtle Beach. But it's cheap and it's fun. I mean, it's a beach. It's fun. It's interesting. They got a little boardwalk that's kind of cool. They have like this like Russian ice cream shop. I don't know if it's Russian, but like everybody that worked there was this on that day. Like all 4 of them were these like Eastern European sounding women. So it's pretty fun. It'll be nice when my daughter's a little bit older. It'll give us an excuse to go on more vacations like that when she can enjoy things like that a bit more. She's just about there. She's pretty smart.
I'm so fine, I gotta kiss myself.
And then places, you know, obviously places like Vegas or
I
New
dance
York or other
because I'm
places,
free.
there's gonna be like just insanely expensive things. I saw like a house thing, like Jeff Bezos' house in New York City or whatever, or like it was like this condo or something, or not condo, it was like an apartment. It's like a 2-story penthouse apartment thing that was like $25 or $30 million. I'm like, it's cool looking, but that's a lot of money. Not to Jeff Bezos, though. A drop in the bucket. Bezos could probably just be like, yeah, I'll buy the entire apartment complex for $2 billion. Just turn that into my private estate. I mean, he could. It's less than 2% of his net worth to do that. We gotta be careful with old Rambo here.
Got to stop talking to myself.
Old Ramrod.
Damn it, Zaya, where are you? Turn in, turn on, drop out. See my dance. Then they will know.
Ionians would be pretty nice. Maybe I could try Ionians again, because like having more flashes to get on the Jano would be pretty good. And obviously getting your CDR earlier, it's just like... Ooh, did he get her? Wow. The heal went off like right as that bullet hit her. That was a nice combo by the Caitlyn. Would have been nicer if she put a trap down, but I guess she wasn't in range. I didn't think she was going to do that much damage. If I would have ignited, we would have killed her. I'm just so used to Caitlyn just like sitting there watching me that one who actually did a proper combo caught me a little off guard.
I am a chronic mindset.
An enemy has been slain.
They're gaining some advantages, not a lot though.
Has been slain.
They're up like 5 CS. Janna can interrupt Rakan's W if you don't start the, if you're not already in the upward motion. Yeah, she can. But if you're already starting your upward motion, then you're gonna get to complete it.
I trust
Yeah, I mean, obviously he can't, or he would have a really hard time liquidating all of that wealth at the, you know, because a lot of it's based on stock, so, damn it, are they gonna, hope they don't dragon off that. They might, though. Are they gonna pull a TSP and grab that dragon when we back? Rammus doesn't do it very quickly. Okay. We've got priority on them. Can we get dragon? Alright, Graves doesn't have any mana.
I'm gonna
Oh god, I thought that was our guy. Holy shit. I thought that was Graves. Wait, why is he level 7? They gotta quit giving so much experience for kills. Like, it's stupid. It snowballs way too much. Like, you already get a lot of gold. Why do you need to be up an additional 2 levels? I think kills is, like, honestly shouldn't even give experience. Like, the gold's enough. Okay, well, that was my bad. Wait, is he going... He's going Blade the Rune King?
like another dangerous situation.
Huh. Okay, well, I've definitely played that wrong. I thought that was Graves rotating down out of the corner of my eye. I was so busy watching the current map, I just interpreted the mini-map wrong.
They think they can catch me.
Okay. At least he's buying a silly item. Guess we got that going for us.
Looks right.
Yeah, I could have played that a lot better.
Time to show it.
Caitlyn was probably dead, but I think I could have gotten out of there, maybe. Echo's probably dead. Y'all want to help him, or what?
I'm gonna
Maybe they kill the Riven and the Rammus?
so I should earn it.
An ally has been slain. Double kill.
Okay. Put traps down. Thank you. Okay. Caitlyn is good if the Caitlyn is good. I think, you know, I think we might see some more Caitlyn at Worlds, honestly. I could see, like, a Caitlyn, like, ranged world where it's, like, Caitlyn, Nami or something. Bot lane being okay. If she placed that trap a little bit better, we would have had him. But I could see, like, Caitlyn coming in. I could see maybe Trist, but I could definitely see some high-pressure lanes with, like, Caitlyn plus range support. Maybe Nami. They just nerfed Karma, so probably not Karma. Maybe Zyra. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this and see how I feel about it, but I feel like having more flashes, maybe? I'm not sure if it's worth losing the movement speed, though. Movement speed's so good on him. Maybe having more ults, more flashes. I don't typically get to 40%. I like go over the 40% CDR until like really late.
Stop being sad and be awesome instead.
Damn, if If I had Mobies, we would have had him. I would have been there like 5 seconds faster. Already, instant regret. Holy shit. They grabbed me like mid-taunt. Didn't I step on another piece of CC also? Chompers. Got Rammus taunted and Chompers. Well, I think we're already kind of priced into
I'm G to the
getting
D.
Athenes.
Golden diamond, boy. Woo!
Hey, what's up, Jared? Yeah, Caitlyn Morg could be another possibility against like a Thresh or something. Could be nice. Yeah, I'm feeling like Mobies are probably better. Even though, I don't know. Having more ult, having more flashes is very good, but the ability to just get to places faster is also really good. Nice, we got the Janna too, right? Yes, sir! Yes, him? Yep! Yeet! Are kids still yeeting these days? Is them boys still yeeting?
So into this. What is this? The world's a big place. Don't want to miss any of it.
Dude, get the tower, bro. What? You trolling? I don't know. I think we could have... We had a cannon wave there. I think he could have gotten 2 more plates. I mean, each plate is worth a camp. I think. It might even be worth more than a camp.
Turret plating will fall soon.
You're only given a little spark of madness.
It might even be worth more than a jungle camp. What, a plate's 180 gold? I think that's almost certainly more, right? Isn't a jungle camp... I don't remember how much a jungle camp's worth. I think isn't it worth like 100 or something? You activate R right before W, you can't. It has a delay on it. There's a half a second delay when you press R. Then you can't flash and you can't W for half a second. It was a nerf they did a while back. So, like, if you do want the instant, then you have to flash and then R. I don't think a plate's worth like half a kill. But it's definitely worth more than a jungle camp. And it's like a limited resource. Like, that jungle camp's going to be there in another 30 seconds, you know? We may not always have an opportunity to get that plate. So I think the Grave should have gone with me to get 1 more plate. We maybe could have even taken the whole tower. I mean, everyone was bottom, and we had a cannon.
It's all right. It's okay.
And Graves is an ADC. I know he does reduce damage to towers, but... Am I gonna get him? Come on, baby. Oh, real? Do you have a potion? He didn't have a potion. He's literally walked away with like 10 HP. Alright. I thought I was gonna get that, I guess he didn't have shutdown gold anymore, but that is such a bad Zed build. Like, Echo doesn't even have any poke. Like, maybe if you're getting slammed by Xerath, then you need lifesteal, but it's really, really bad. Because you don't need the slow off of the blade, and you don't need the lifesteal. You just want the damage, but... Yeah, what I did at the dragon play was I ulted, and then I ran up and flashed on one of them, and then I used my W to go onto somebody else.
I am definitely more confident in dangerous situations.
I think. But yeah, the R lasting for 4 seconds, so we still have plenty of time to make plays with it. But you just, it can't be instant, because that was too strong in front. Yeah, I don't think we want to do that. No, the traps! Oh my god. The chompers. I mean, we killed them all, but I got chomped.
You have been slain.
Jinx actually went fleet, too.
I win this one.
I sound like I'm trying to sound old. Was I using like an old man voice? I don't know. Well, once upon a time,
Is my cloak right? Yes, it is.
I was worried there for a second.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Back in my day, we had the snow and hills both ways. Actually, like, legit,
I am Vistaya.
there was one semester, my master's program, it was uphill both ways, and I did go through the snow a lot in the winter. It did snow a lot in the winter. Because it was like just valley, like it's just all over the place. This area is so hilly.
I will walk in.
Like it wasn't literally the same like hill, but if there's a mountain, you're going uphill like.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
But there were definitely a lot of hills both ways. That was when I was like walking everywhere, when I didn't like have my car and I would walk 6 miles to campus one way, and then 6 miles back. Walking and reading.
You have slain an enemy.
Oh, he trying to creep, huh?
Dazed.
The babaka. I like it. Hit him with that babaka. Yeah. Actually, I think the average age of viewers on this stream is 25 to 35. I think that's like 60% of viewers. And it's like 30% are 18 to 24. And it's like 10% are something else. They're older or younger. Virtually no teens are people that are under 18 watch the channel. It's like 0.1%. The BM.
An enemy has been slain.
That's my automatic on an ace is Babaka. I didn't even use it.
Down.
Not quite. Crit too strong. No, dude. The 3v4, like, you don't need to fight this. Or I guess we can get the tier 2 over here. Holy shit, the creep block is real. Yeah, we just threw that pretty hard. Like, Rammus obviously has engaged. Can we do that? Or something? Alright, bud. Yeah, I feel pretty slow without Mobies. Hey, thanks, Craig. I appreciate it. Babaka. Yeah, they mad. I don't know if I have that on my normal wheel. I think I took it off. I like how it looks and it's funny, but I think it is a little aggressive sometimes. Who needs kid to watch you anyway? Yeah, I'm just saying that's what my demographic is. It's fine. Jinx is getting kind of scary though. We're not gonna end it right in their face. Just get the towers. Yeah, we should have gotten that third tower. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't need another one of those. Actually,
The enemy's inhibitor.
maybe let's go with Mikhail's to cleanse off the
They're
stun.
scared of dark.
I think we have enough
scared
damage,
of
probably.
magic. They are scared of where
Does she
I'm
have a QSS? No.
I look around these forests and I see freedom. I hear the music.
Hey, thanks, Craig. I appreciate it. Caitlyn's, yeah, Caitlyn's doing very well. We've had some pretty good AD carries tonight. Always keep that in mind. Definitely notice the bad ones, but we need to make sure we notice the good ones too. Damn, I could have cleansed him, I think. I don't think it's gonna matter, but I should have cleansed the Echo there. I was holding it for Caitlyn, but I think I could have saved Echo if I cleansed and shielded him a little faster. Yeah, that Zed just doesn't do any damage because he took Blather and King. Black Cleaver, what? What is that build? Yeah, I don't know what I said, but yeah, I meant the taunt. Rammus's thing. Rammus is disabled. Ugh. Oh, they added in an extra, like, tenths to the OK. Well, these guys are mad. Oh, they mad and stuff? No one's even gonna say anything about the Zed's build? I mean, the Riven was alright. I don't know. Like, the Zed got ahead early. I think he was like 4-1, and then he went for this goofy, like, no damage build. No clue. Anyways, that's going to be it for tonight. I wish I could keep going, but I do have to grade a lot of essays and have to get up for, like, this 8 o'clock class in the morning. So, thank y'all very much for coming out. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll release another. I'll see if I can do another 80 carry tier list. I'm still going to be really tired tomorrow, but I'm going to try to do 80 carry and a mid tier list this patch. I know I still need to do the patch notes. I did record them. It was like an hour plus minutes long, so I think I just need to either re-record or just let it go. So I need to get these videos down a little bit more. But anyways, that's going to be it. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll have some more content for you. And see you then. Have a great day.